Alright, we're going to be doing something different today. This is, I got a Nintendo 3DS capture card, which a lot of you guys already know because I did some 3DS streams so far. I'm going to be doing more. I have Art Academy for 3DS. It was also on the Wii U, but we're going to be doing the 3DS version. I'm going to be drawing things. It's not going to be Mario Paint for once. It's going to be this Art Academy. So that's what we're doing. And you can guess what I've already started here. This is, you know who this is. It'll be funny. So I'll take requests too, but this is not going to be a rushed stream by any means. I'm going to be taking more of my time on these drawings because this is different than Mario Paint. You know, I haven't really used this too much before. I messed with it a few minutes before the streams to just make sure it works. So I hope that this doesn't completely suck. This will be a nice non-rage stream for once. But I will get back to that Mario, the early years. Talk about rage. I'm like on the end of that game. And it's like, it's fucked. And Yugi says, was it tough to keep tight-lipped on Macaulay appearing in the newest AVGN? Not really. But, yeah, not really. Just didn't say anything. So, no. He was great though. I'm using a paint palette. It's a little weird to use. It's a little different than using it's like, I don't know, markers or something. So this might come out kind of weird. If I can see it, it's like painting with fucking oil paints or something. I don't know. It's weird. It's like a weird texture, but it's pretty cool. It functions pretty well. I don't know if you guys remember like Miiverse and all that shit. But what is cool is that you can mix colors. Obviously, but I'll show you how that works. If you go to like this, let's say I want to make like a darker gray. So let's just say I do that. And get like, you hit the paint thing and it kind of squirts into there. So maybe something. That's like a darker kind of gray. Maybe not that. I'll try that. Because I want to get the gray for the brim of his hat. His hat brim. Actually, I need like a pinkish. Shit. They need to have more palette space. How can I become Bob Ross without enough palette space? Fuck. I need like a pinkish. Fuck. Guess that's the best I'm gonna get. Because I want to do his, actually the brush size too. Yeah, that's a no. Is there a fucking undo on this? See, Mario Paint has an undo. This is looking like shit so far, I gotta admit. Whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna try to switch to something like this. Let's see if this will work. See if I can like get some background in here. So I want to do like, trying to do like the NES box, something like that. Then I gotta get like a different fucking blue color for the back. Like a lighter blue, kind of like that actually. I feel like fucking Bob Ross here. And just get a little crimson, a little Van Dyke brown, and then just beat the devil out of it. Ooh, I should do it, Bob Ross painting. I'll bring up one of his paintings and see if I could 3DS Art Academy style it up. I should use this 3DS shit and just repaint every Bob Ross painting. Actually, I wonder if there's like an archive online of all of his artwork somewhere. I bet somebody has that somewhere. He's apparently wearing bright orange, I guess. I don't know. What color is Dr. Well, Dr. Jekyll actually isn't he wearing like gray in the game? It's a giant mistake. I had made a giant mistake on the color of him. His face is like all fucked up. See, the one side of his face is like all fucking beaten down, broken down, messed up. Something like this. He's going to use this terrible Psycho Wave. I still have to do that, the Japanese version. I will do that eventually. You will see it. I will not let you down. Actually, I might, because it's going to be harder than the other one, so we'll see if I can get through that someday when I try that. It's going to be a nightmare. Not this stream. There's a little bit of green sort of shading. It's always weird when you watch Bob Ross and then you watch him and you're like, no! Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Bob Ross? But you always gotta trust in Bob, because he knows what he's doing. You know? Sometimes he'll make a sky like bright orange or something. You're like, why would you make the sky orange? And then by the end of it, you're like, oh my god, that's like amazing. That's amazing, Bob Ross. I've been playing Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I just did the water temple, and I'm like, I need something completely different now, because the water temple is everyone's nightmare, pretty much. Let's see what color we can do here. This is the part I'm really scared of. If I fuck up this eye, it's over. I should have done the eyes first. And it's a little weird about like painting over this shit, because it's kind of like with the paints, it doesn't make it super easy to like paint over if you make a mistake. It's not like other art programs where you can kind of like erase better. They make this a little more difficult. It's not entirely easy to draw with this, is what I'm trying to say. It's better than Mario Paint though, other than maybe the direct erasing. So this is a little different than my Mario Paint streams, like I was saying. We're having a chill stream for once. I can't manage to do that when I play like Mario games and shit. Mag was in my water temple stream the other day, and he was like trying to help me out, but he was getting frustrated because I was missing some of his comments. It's really hard to play a game and like be able to read all of the comments, you know? I know I miss a lot of comments. Like right now, I'm sitting here drawing this, so I'm not like reading every comment that goes by. So, sorry if you guys are saying something. That that's just what happens with streaming. It's hard to get everybody's comments. I asked Vinny one time. Said, how is it how do you deal with that if you're playing a game and people are commenting? Like, how can you respond to everybody? And he's like, I don't. I'm like, oh, kind of like me. It's like, because you can't. I figured since he had been streaming longer than me, like he would know better. But I guess there's just really no way that you can. Also, Dr. Jekyll is a fucking psycho. He's a fucking psycho. And he uses the Psycho Wave. And speaking of Zelda, so I'm using a stylus pen here. That's how this works. And it was weird playing Phantom Hourglass with the stylus. I always thought that was really, really weird for Zelda. I kind of liked it. Some of it I kind of liked. It was definitely different, but it wasn't the stylus part of it that I didn't like. It was kind of just like the design of some of the dungeons and shit. So I actually wouldn't mind if they did something with a stylus again with Zelda. That didn't bother me. But they definitely needed the dungeon design to be better, basically. This part I'm gonna make up a little bit, because, some shit like this, I don't fucking know. Fucking Jekyll and Hyde. Now I'm considering or not whether I should put the title of the game on here. See, I won't be able to fit all of Dr. Jekyll. I could put Mr. Hyde on there, I guess. I get asked a lot when I do Mario Paint to draw Jekyll. So I think this is the first time think this is the first time I might have drawn him, so here you go. Finally getting to it, or whatever. Drawing a grid with... See, you know what, too? You can bring up a grid like that, which is sort of neat. Actually, with certain things, that could actually be really helpful. Don't worry, that's not, like, on there forever. It's like, oh my god, Mike messed it up! So, like, on the box cover, they have a lot of, like, pixelated shit, so I'm gonna see what I can do with this. It's something like this. I don't really know. It's a little weird. Let's see if I can actually do some kind of border. I'm having a hard time reaching the bottom of the screen. That's why, like, his chin area is, like, kind of, there's nothing. Here, let me on screen. See how there's, like, nothing at the bottom? It's like the stylus is kind of, like, not wanting to go down there. Really? See how I can't, like, get to the bottom of the screen? It's actually kind of driving me crazy, so what I'm going to try to do, maybe I'll try to do something like this. I don't like that I can't get to the bottom. I'll do something like that. Consider that the bottom, I guess. It's actually really annoying that I can't get to the corners on this, whatever. I mean, it's a fucking 3DS drawing program. It's not going to be perfect. But that's definitely fucking annoying that I can't get to the bottom. I wonder if there's some way to, like, zoom out or something. I don't know. That's honestly really bothering me. You know what? One thing I should put on here is if I get the white out, and I get maybe a bigger brush here, I'm going to attempt to, like, right here to about here-ish. It's actually, you know what? Actually, that is covering that up pretty well. I'm actually surprised because I thought it was going to really blend in with the blue, but that's actually working fairly well. So that's actually pretty good. And, like, his hair, you know what? His hair is a lot more wild than I actually drew it. So I'm going to kind of bring his hair out some, because it's actually more. He has more hair than I gave him. It really comes out. It's almost like fucking Gene Wilder or some shit. Maybe not that much. That might have been a little bit much. I'll try to bring it back a little bit. Or like that or something. Also, I'm going to get rid of some of these, like, lines because it's went a little overkill with some of this shit. It's a weird thing to try to paint an NES box cover. Anyway, something a little more like that. Anyway, so now I want to try to get... This is going to be weird because I'm going to try to get a gold. This is probably the closest thing I have to it. So let's see what I can do for a goldish. Actually, that's not half bad for a goldish kind of color. So, it should actually be a little darker than that. I'm going to be brave here and try to give it... It's about the best I'm going to get. You can't really... It's surprising how mixing the colors, it's not like... There's only so much you can do. It's not like real paint. But this is almost a little greener, so it's gonna annoy me. Let me try to get it a little... That actually is a little bit better, I think. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the smallest brush, and I'm gonna attempt to do this. Yeah, you know what? I actually got the color pretty accurate. I'm actually proud of my color mixing skill right there. Not a bad game. You know, this would be a pretty fun thing, like if you like to draw and you're on the road. Obviously the intention, you know, not a bad thing. And I guess, you know, 3DS is still out and available, so it's like this is like relatively modern thing. I don't know, if you like to draw, it's not too terrible. I don't know if there's better like drawing programs though that you could have like on the road, but it's not too bad. Anyway, I can't get like, it's not gonna be super accurate. I don't know what to tell you. Ugh, I'm not happy with it, but. So his eye color is actually a little bit lighter. I'm gonna try to lighten it up, and I'm gonna get a little of the black people in there. But I might have to switch it up. I don't know why I have brown going into his fucking eye, because I fucked up, is why. It's a little better. Alright, this isn't the most horrible thing in the world. Let's get a little, maybe brown. I'm gonna try that for this shadow kind of under his head here. See, this part's hard to see because the logo is actually kind of over his head, so I'm kind of making this up, this part, but I can see that there's some kind of shadow going on, and it's weird. His hair is like all different kinds of fucking colors. It's like gray, it's browns, there's like reds. It's actually completely nuts. Fucking hair is completely nuts, guys. It should be nuts. I mean, he's Dr. Jekyll. And he's got some like ugly fucking like wart motherfucking thing growing on his face. He's not a pretty person. He's a fucking freak of nature. Alright, now I need to get some of that. You know what? This is all like later. I'm being like way more anal about this than I should. But this is all like way later. See, it's like there's fucking yellows in there. Alright, now what I'm gonna go for, that is the color, right? Yeah, this is this gold color that I made up. Semi-gold. So, Nintendo seal of quality, I'll try. It's gonna be impossible to write with this. By the way, like, I'm doing this on a pretty small screen here, so it's pretty tough to do this. It's, like, completely impossible to write this. Alright, that's, like, you can't even see it. It's so small. Close enough. The screen is so fucking small. It's, like, that's about the best I'm gonna get with that. Wouldn't that be interesting for somebody to find him? Like, you know, I wonder who that was. I don't think it's said in the... like anywhere in the box or whatever either. Like, who knows? I really wonder actually, where is this guy? You know what's weird? Like, it's like this part of the top hat, it's really like shaded green. It's really weird. I'm gonna get out with a flat brush and try to do this the way the colors actually are on the box. It's really sort of more like this. Not that it really matters too much, but yeah, I mean, it's weird that it actually looks more like that. Honestly, the brim of this hat, it's really more like that. And there's not this black, like, cartoony line that I fucking put around it. I should really just actually get the blue out and just kind of, like, fix that, because it's just not the way it is. That's not the way it is, baby! None of this is the way. I'm still, like, not happy with how this is going. Maybe I should have used that grid. Maybe that would have been a good idea. Alright, it's more like that. I'm being so anal. Actually, whatever I'm doing now, I have a different brush on. This is what I should have used for these. That was a big mistake, because I took so much time doing that before. See, this is me learning how to use this program live on camera. I guess it's about, like, I don't know. I could sit here all day trying to fix it. Oh, you know what? I should put the should I put the Psycho Wave on to end it? Maybe I'll do the Psycho Wave. Fuck it. Let's just end this. You know, I could, cause like I could seriously just do this all day until it's like perfect. I guess I should move on. All right, and because this is like a digital thing, I can just go ahead and fucking ruin it, because it's gonna get deleted anyway. So I'm gonna try the Psycho Wave at the very end of this. I just, like, one thing is really bothering me. So there's like part of his hat is actually, damn it, actually is like a dark line here. That kind of goes like that. Then this green part, this green highlight, whatever, actually extends more like into this part of the hat. I don't know why I have to do this, because it needs to be done. So it's actually a little bit more like that. Something like that. I can't get it right. I need a real paintbrush. Whatever, it's not happening. I'm not gonna get it right. It can't mix enough to do what I want it to do. Like, I have to mix like gray and fucking green there to be able to do it. Anyway, regardless, I'm gonna just do the Psycho Wave part, which is yellow. And I don't know how this works. The little it's like you can almost dip it in the turpentine. I don't know how that. I don't fucking know what I just did, so I don't know what's gonna happen right now. I'm getting the round brush on. I'm gonna try this. That might have been a terrible idea, but let's see what happens if I do this. So it's gotta be like darker than that. Oh, it looks like our F-Zero soundtrack ran out too. So can I undo that? No. Oh, you know what that is? That's applying more paint to the brush. That's what that is. Okay. You know what? There, you can actually like see it more. And then if I keep doing this line, I'll actually get this Psycho Wave. You know what? I'm gonna put this Psycho Wave in. It's actually not. Too terrible, but I'm covering up. Oh, fuck, I covered up his eye too much. Shit, whatever. Let's go on to another soundtrack here. What do we got? There you go, can't go wrong. I shouldn't have covered his eye up like that. That looks like shit. Let me do the rest of his, let me do more Psycho Wave. Psycho Wave. Alright, let me just fix that eye. And then I think I'll be done with this. I didn't like that it got, like, all covered up. Alright, whatever. I could literally spend all day on this and make it look better, but I'm gonna move on to the next thing now. So that's that. That's my shitty Jekyll. And actually, you know what? The box cover would actually end, like, here. If I want to be, like, really... I'm gonna make it look like... Hold on. Last thing. See, the box doesn't go out that far. I'm calling that Jekyll done there. Actually, you know what? His hat. There you go. More sort of like that. Anyway, so alright, Jekyll is done. I'm gonna move on to the next thing. Alright, let me see if I can figure out how to clear this. Like I said, I haven't really used this before. Print it and send it to me. Well, you guys, you know, you can take a screenshot of the screen or whatever, and you can print it out. If you print it out and put it on your wall, send me a tweet.